Hi there. Here are 3 ways you can completely lose your investment on the stock market. And number 1 on my list is when the company goes bankrupt. Yes. So if a company completely collapses and sells off their assets to pay off their liabilities, their preference shareholders like their bankers and debtors and all that, your money is completely gone. It's true. So that is why it is always advisable that as a smart investor, you do your fundamental and technical analysis of a company or a stock before you start giving your money out. At least you should know how the company raises or make their revenue. You should know their revenue trend for at least 3 years or 5 years. You should always check the debt to equity ratio of the company. That a company shouldn't be owing more. Even as an individual businessman and woman, if you keep collecting loans and all that, it's likely that your company is going to collapse. Okay, so we should always look at these things before we start investing. And me personally, what I do is I even go beyond the fundamental and technical analysis of a company. What I do is I check the impact the company plays on the society, on the country, and the world at large. I do that because if a company plays a positive impact on the society, it's likely for the company to operate for a very long time in that society. It means that the going concern of the company will be very strong. So this is very important. Number 2 on my list is when the share of the company becomes worthless and stops trading on the stock market. Yes, that's a share price of a company can be going down and down. It can be dropping until the price practically goes to zero. If it does that, it means that your investment is gone. Yeah, so it is very important to we have to check. It is important to always check, do your background checks before you give money out. And the final point, which is the number 3, is when you invest in a very risky and poorly managed companies. Sometimes management decisions negatively affect the company as a whole. Yes, so you have to check all these things before. If management, you sometimes we even hear in the news that this company management has done this. Some companies are not even well structured. So if you go and give your money to them to operate, how are they going to manage your finances or your monies? So you always check before you invest. But then in the nutshell, losing completely everything or losing everything in the stock market is very rare. It's not common. Especially if you invest in strong companies that are well organized, it is very, very difficult to lose in the stock market. But then you keep winning and winning and winning. Thank you so much for watching. For more tips on wealth growth, follow my account and let's go. Bye.